them to a field. They asked to hear them sing and dance, but nobody would yield until a singer stepped in forward to the crowd and offered something, but it didn't come out very loud. It just wasn't very well received. Nobody sang along. Okay, I botched that part of the story. Never did that live before. Basically, yes, okay. So we have this idea that we have like all these soldiers in a field in there, and they brought Jews there because they're like, Jews are known to be these like happy-go-lucky people who sing and dance, and we want you to sing and dance for us. And everybody's really scared, but they're like, we got to offer them something. So somebody starts to sing this song. They go, Lo mir sich Iberlebn. It means like, let's resolve this. Whether they were singing it to the soldiers, whether they were singing it to God, like, it's unclear because there's two different versions of that song. Anyway, in this story, somebody sings that out, but nobody comes along with them on that particular journey. Like, let's work this out, guys. But somebody else pops up in the crowd, and they say, not lo mir sich Iberlebn, but mir Veln ze Iberlebn. We will outlive them. Mir Veln ze Iberlebn, Iberlebn. 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 To survive this moment, though, where this song to me doesn't feel as fun as it used to sing, but it still feels really important. Like, no matter how many times I sing it, the Holocaust still happened. And it's that thing where artists can move the culture, but we need further action to actually change the circumstances of our lives. And in this moment, I feel so much more hopeless than I used to be, and I'm also much more aware of the right using this not only the same narrative of our hopelessness and of our targeted and of our victimhood, not only that same narrative, but even this same story, this same mythology about these Jews in this field singing Mir Veln ze Iberlebn. And that is terrifying to me. It's like, what does this product belong to? And as I tried to fix it in song, I realized I actually can't solve the whole problem of all of the interpretation worldwide of the Holocaust. And I guess all I can say is that when we say we will outlive them, and we mean it, we mean the large we mean we who are Palestinians, and we who are people of color, and immigrants in the US, that we will outlive fascism, and we're gonna sing that, even as we understand that some of us aren't at this moment, because we need to sing. And we also, I'm just talking so much. This is how the song goes. Okay. And that in this moment, when we know that the we has to be really big, the fractures in the solidarity culture around us can feel especially painful. And especially in talking about the Holocaust, we know that the way that the Holocaust and the history of European anti-Semitism is deployed, whether cynically or reflexively, out of fear, to deny crimes that Israel and the US are committing and enabling in Palestine, means that it makes it hard for us to relate to our own tradition of what the fuck happened to us, because our tradition is not here to be mobilized for violence, for revenge, and for colonialism. That's not the lesson of the song for us. Yeah, and, you know, the Bund, which, like, whatever, we're not going to get into. If you IYKYK. Thank you so much for vamping. Okay. I'm just leaning into this, whatever this is. So you know, oh yeah. So you know the Bund had a class analysis of Zionism, that it was bourgeois nationalism. They said, you know, like, oh, you foolish Zionists, you better get down to the factory and learn. like, Oir narischen Zionisten mit Eir narischen Nechel. Ihr mag doch gehen zu dem Arbeiter und lernen bei dem Sechel. But I'm like, we don't have communism in that way today. Like, where are we supposed to learn? And what are we going to do to survive? And like, how many of us are doing like Ice Watch? And like canvassing and like fundraising or like sailing boats directly to Gaza, or like we're like so many of us are doing this like absolutely incredible organizing for our neighbors. Anyway, I guess we don't all have to agree with each other about how to beat fascism, but we have to work against it and we have to really stay wide-eyed. Okay, so now we're gonna try to sing it again and see if it feels a little better. It doesn't have to, but we're gonna try to sing it again. Where we'll fight for all our liberation.